What's up, guys? This is Crazy of Brooklyn Gamers, and today I'm going to show you how to get out of the map into other areas of New York City in the Division. So basically, you can see here on our map that we have all these white lines that kind of block us off, but there's a spot right here. Now you're going to want to go to 42nd Street and go all the way to the end on the west side. You can spawn in at the Hell's Kitchen, or it's called Dante's Run Safe House, and just run down to 42nd and all the way till you can't go anymore. And you're gonna see this gate right here, and you're gonna want to walk right here. And once you see this block, so you'll see this big gate, you can't go through. Now you kind of want to aim your cursor until you see that B icon, or if you're on PlayStation, it'll be circle, and you're gonna hold B, and that's it. Simple as that. Now that's just kind of the first part of this, and as you'll notice, this is completely rendered outside this area. It's not like broken. This is definitely going to be playable. I mean, I'm assuming we'll be able to play this like within the next month or so, but it's rendered. There's cars, there's a gas station. It looks like a finalized area. It doesn't look like it's a work in progress. There's a couple little glitches here and there. For those of you who are familiar with New York City, that is the Intrepid in front of us, the big ship. It's basically an aircraft carrier in New York that is a museum, has a bunch of dope planes on top. I have a feeling that's going to be an incursion, a future raid down the line, maybe a month or two, 2 months from now. I know the first raid is on the bottom right of the map in the Lower East Side. But so anyway, you can walk around, you can kind of explore if you want. There's some weird assets that like there was a box I could pick up, like you could hold X on it and nothing happened. It's like almost like a collectible, but nothing happened when I touched it. So this will now block you again, this area, and this will block you now from going uptown, which is kind of where I want to take you to Central Park. That's the goal here. So which street one? We're on 46th Street is kind of where you'll get stuck. There's the Intrepid. So what we want to do is want to go in back inland, and you want to make your way. And, you know, again, like as you can see, there's a couple little clipping things. You know, it's definitely not finished, but it looks great for the fact that we can't even jump in yet. And you know, obviously they're like working on this map like periodically, and it seems like there's going to be a ton more of New York for us to explore. Alright, so you're going to come into this little area here. I'm pretty sure this is going to be an incursion. You can see the flags of the bad dudes. You got the flare. I'm almost positive this is going to be the entrance to the Intrepid, and I would assume that's going to be like a bad guy stronghold. Now, to the left of this gate, you're going to see this little shipping container over here, and you're going to want to get in between this little spot right here. Now, you want to make sure you have the portable cover. I'm sorry, what is it called? Yeah, it's the portable mobile cover and the ballistic shield equipped, okay? And what you want to do is back yourself into this corner and take out your mobile cover and get it as close as you possibly can to yourself. Okay, you're going to put that down, and then you're going to take your shield out and roll backwards. Now this may take a couple times, so I may skip ahead in this video. Oh, but it looks like I got it right away. Okay, cool. So now you're kind of wedged in here. You just want to, you know, that might take you a minute, by the way. I just got really lucky. Now once you're wedged in here, you kind of want to look towards your left, and you'll see the screen starting to bug out like this. Look towards the left at the shipping container, and now you want to roll backwards. Okay, just keep kind of spamming it until the game decides it's going to let you break it. And I may skip ahead for this because this takes me longer than it should for some reason. Okay, and there we go. So now we're on the other side of this fence. And just like that, we're good to go. So I have done this 2 times now. I've pretty much figured out the best way to go. I would cross this bridge. It also gives you like a really cool vantage point. You know, you can just kind of look around. I mean, this is, you could tell right here that this part of the map is going to be an enemy base for sure. It just looks like it's already almost ready for a pretty dope incursion or mission. We'll make our way down here. And, you know, feel free to explore. I'm just kind of showing you guys the best way to go. You know, you can go down that way, but for us to go uptown, you're gonna want to climb this truck right here. Some people probably think you can't go this way, but you totally can. Oh, man, the shield, I really... By the way, hold right bumper or whatever you have the shield attached to get rid of it, because it'll keep popping up every time you stop running. It's pretty annoying. Alright, so you can just make your way across this. This is actually where the cruise ships come to dock in New York City. And you can see part of the playable map. I mean, this is like, it's pretty rendered. Like, and you'll see all the way until we get more uptown, like they have a lot of the assets already in place. It does need a little bit of polishing for sure, but this is promising because, you know, I'm excited. We're from New York City. We're from Brooklyn. We're very excited to explore more of the city because, you know, the part, and some people might not care about this, and some people obviously who are not from New York wouldn't know this, but the part of New York that they gave us in the map is probably the most sterile and boring part of New York. It's Midtown, right? And, you know, I think the Lower East Side has so much personality, and Central Park is amazing. So we're excited to explore these other areas. And the fact that this is all rendered is a good sign that we're going to be able to go to all these places. And as you see here, now this is when we start getting into probably pre-alpha stuff that isn't even close to ready. And I may skip ahead here. I might fast forward so you guys don't have to watch this whole walk. But basically what you want to do is you're going to make a U-turn right here, and there will be a street you can follow. Whoops. Sorry about that. And you're just going to make your way down this street right here, and I would just keep going straight until you get to 58th Street, 59th, whichever, and you can make your way up to Central Park. So I'm just going to probably fast forward this so we can get there quicker. Alright, so as you can see, we're coming to, this is Columbus Circle, which is a very famous spot in New York City. Looks like crap right now, obviously, because it's like barely rendered. It definitely needs a lot of work. But that is actually Trump Tower right there, for you Trump lovers and haters. So here's Central Park, and it is basically a bunch of floating trees, but this is super exciting because this can provide, like, and you actually can't go into the park, by the way. This is where the invisible wall, you cannot get past it as far as we've seen. We've tried to go around, but you can go all down it, and you know, this is going to be really cool because, you know, New York City, it's a lot of, obviously it's an urban environment. You got lots of concrete, lots of buildings, but Central Park is a humongous park. It is ginormous. It goes all the way from 59th Street, I believe, to all the way 100 and I should know this, but I actually forget. It's like, I believe 100th or, you know, 110th. It's a huge park, and it spans many avenues, so it's wide and long, and it will provide for like a really cool kind of like a forest environment with lakes and you know, rocks, and you know, it'll be very cool to see this totally finished. But the fact that you can see already all these trees, it's gonna be, once this is rendered and there's like stuff going on, and there'll probably be a wall right here because the park does have like a stone wall around the entire perimeter. It's gonna look really cool. And as you can see on the map, we're pretty much, the dark zone is almost the same width as Central Park. So we have a feeling that Central Park may be the dark zone. It would be cool to have a mission or two in there, but I think having the dark zone in Central Park would be pretty sick as well. I mean, having firefights with rogue agents in the woods, and helicopters coming to pick up loot in the middle of one of the lakes. I mean, it's all really interesting. With, you know, it's a lot of interesting things they can do with this park, and there's a lot of like, there's caves and tunnels in the park. It's a really, for those of you who haven't been to Central Park, when you come to New York, I highly recommend just going and checking it out. Hopefully you'll get to do that before you do it in this game. But so yeah, that's really it. I mean, this is extremely ambitious what they're trying to do, and I cannot wait to see this city fully realized. You know, you can even go down to the subway station right here. I think it glitches out. Yeah, it's like the Matrix down here. It's like, not happening. But we went basically all the way to the east side, and the 59th Street Bridge, you'll find it right here pretty much. And you know, after we kind of went all in this area right here, you can even look into the dark zone. I'm not going to really show you these places because you can just go see them yourself. It's not really important. But what this does make me believe, and I think this is important, my theory will be is that all of this, pretty much any part of the map, and I'm talking below where you can even go with the cursor, anything you see where you can kind of see like the blueprints or of the overhead kind of footprint of the buildings, and they go far below where the cursor is, that is where I believe they plan to expand, because you can see up here the same thing, right? And basically everything inside of this giant circle that they have around the map. So you'll get, it looks like they're going to go all the way down to the Lower East Side, which would be great. And then you're going to have Tribeca and Battery Park, Financial District, all that. And then up here, it seems like they're going to do the Upper East Side, Upper West Side, Central Park, which is perfect. And it seems like, and you know, we went all the way over here. Maybe I will show you this. I'll fast forward and show you guys at the very end of this video. But the 59th Street Bridge, wow, the fog just got really bad. The 59th Street Bridge, for those of you who don't know, goes from Manhattan to Queens. And it looks like, if you look on the map right here, that we're going to be able to have a small area of Queens to hang out in. And that's also right here is Brooklyn. That's probably Greenpoint or Williamsburg. And it looks like that we will have some outer borough action. Especially because the bridge looks like really well done, even though it looks like it's from an N64 game right now because it's not rendered. I think that they will definitely take us to Queens eventually. Obviously, it's going to be a very small portion, you can see on the map. But I would bet that everything in that giant circle on the map is going to be playable. Anything with like a white, you'll see the buildings have kind of white footprints as like, you know, an overhead footprint. And I believe all of that will be playable eventually. And it makes sense, you know, they're going to expand down and up and then to the east. So it's really exciting for us as New Yorkers, because you know this is one thing that Destiny did not do well. I'm not really trying to bring up Destiny here, but it's just a good example, because I think it's important to expand your play space as opposed to just adding new content, you know, because it provides, especially New York has so much personality. It's going to be really interesting to see different spaces and what they do with them, you know. So I think this is a great direction. Hopefully we won't have to wait too long to go to some of these places. It looks like Central Park has a lot of work to be done, but you know, that's just an update. Who knows, you know, obviously what they're working on doesn't look like that, I'm sure. This is just what our version looks like right now. And the fact that you saw where we got off at 42nd Street or whatever it was, it looked great already, you know. It's already rendered for the most part. So I'm gonna fast forward this part and leave you guys right at the 59th Street Bridge. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and we will see you on the next one. Peace.